Wow. Okay, Libra. You are being asked to pause. You are being asked to take a moment, take a breather. There's decisions. There's an opportunity, but there's a decision to be made. So it's coming in for you. You're being represented as the Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings, new offerings, and maybe a new job, maybe new money, maybe a raise. This could be a declaration of love as well. You're presented with a new opportunity and you don't know what to do because you're being crossed with the Two of Swords, indecisiveness, weighing your options. This is a big decision. It's going to require both your logic and intellect as well as your emotion. We're seeing that with the water back there. So this is a holistic decision that you need to make that will have a profound impact on your life. It's not a bad one. It's just, what do you want, right? You're being asked to pause. Hangman. You're being asked to stop, reflect, either change courses or shift your perspective on the outcome. Yeah. This card can sometimes represent being asked to look at things from a different perspective. So because you're indecisive about something that's coming in, about a new opportunity, I think you're weighing your options, but you need to look at the situation from all angles. Who's involved? How is it going to impact you? What's the outcome? How's the outcome going to affect others? So forth. I mean, I feel like you need to really look at the situation holistically from multiple angles. Okay? In your recent past is the Hermit reversed, isolation. You're isolating yourself for some reason. I feel like you took yourself out of the social scene. And you're only going out when it was absolutely necessary for work, maybe for groceries, if you have children, children's activities, things like that. But after that, you're on your own. And even when you're out in public, you are also shut down, closed off, isolated. It's like, no, I'm introverting. You're alone with your thoughts. I feel like this is cocooning. Yeah, but you're being asked right now. You're being offered something new. You're being offered a new beginning. But you're checking in with yourself about how you feel about that. In your mind's eye, mental confusion. This is the High Priestess coming in coming in reversed. Excuse me. Yeah, I feel like you're afraid of failure. You're afraid of getting hurt again. And I don't know if you're blocking your intuition on purpose or if you're just blocked to what's going on in your heart space, but you're not flowing with the energy and you're not receiving the messages that you need to be receiving because you are shut down. And when you're hermiting, I feel like you're in isolation mode so much that you're just sort of out of touch with what's really going on with you and with spirit. Because this is the High Priestess and the Hermit, and they're both very spiritual cards. But I feel like when the High Priestess comes in reverse, this can also suggest that more to follow, more information to be revealed at a later date and time in divine timing. So I feel like something is being held back from you because it's supposed to be. But I think what really has you stuck is you don't want to have to repeat this situation again. Three of Swords. Heartbreaks, disappointments. It's just sitting in your future position. I feel like you're blocking an opportunity in love because of this. Because you don't want to repeat the past. She is blindfolded. And I feel like she may not want to see what's in front of her or acknowledge what's in front of her. And it's sort of like, if I don't see it, it's not there. If I don't see it, I don't have to deal with it. But you do. Because you have this ace coming in. A new beginning. The potential of something new getting ready to start if you're open to it. Okay? And it can be something beautiful. It can be something fruitful and abundant and happy. You have to be open to it. And that's what you're struggling with. You're struggling because you're so afraid of this. And I feel like there's a lot of healing that has to go on with you. in order for you to get into alignment with new love, with new growth, with soul expansion. Okay? And I feel like because of your indecisiveness, you may be delaying the Wheel of Fortune, fated events coming in. I feel like your fear may be paralyzing you from moving forward with personal happiness, and that you may be inadvertently sabotaging this abundance, happiness, stability, maybe happiness in a stable relationship, maybe happiness with an earth sign. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgos, Capricorns. Okay? Just be careful, because thoughts create things. And if you're worried about a broken heart, or if you're worried about repeating past karma, or, just being let down again, being disappointed, being whatever this card represents to you, by you putting out so much fear projection into the world, you're preventing happiness from coming in. You're delaying it or flat out blocking it. Okay? So it's up to you, Libras, to really ask yourself the question of what it is that you're so afraid of. What are you afraid of? Because you've been through the worst of it. You're afraid of something that happened to you in the past. So you've been there, done that. Now, if something similar were to show up in your future, how would you approach that? What would you do differently? Would you shut down and run away? Because that's not dealing with it. That's avoiding it. That's doing this. That's putting the blindfold, on the situation and saying, if I don't see it, it's not there. But it is. So, if something similar shows up in your future, you are now more enlightened and empowered to make a different decision. To make a decision that's more in alignment with your highest good and the good of yourself. It's going to be a healthier choice. It's going to have a healthier outcome, and you're going to feel stronger and more empowered to deal with that, should it appear in the future. Not saying that it will, but I feel like you're putting so much fear-based energy out there that you could inadvertently manifest this without even intending to. So be careful, okay? That's the law of attraction. I highly encourage you to review. Check out the videos from Abraham Hicks. She's a guru of law of attraction. She goes into greater detail about that, about how our thoughts create things, how our thoughts form a reality, and how our fear, how if we're projecting so much fear into our vortex, we're going to reap what we sow, which could be heartache. So be very careful, and we're going to push all new opportunities coming in away because we're so fearful. So be very careful, please, Libra. So fate, this is fate, it changes. This Ace of Pentacles that's coming in is supposed to come in. It's divine timing, but you're feeling blocked by it. There's fear energy associated with it. You're struggling. There was a struggle in the past that's coming in. This is your environment card. And you feel like you just want to give up. It's like, I don't even know if I want to deal with that. I don't even know if I want to accept that Ace of Pentacles, because here's what I'm afraid of. And you just want to give up on that and walk away. But if you do that, you're walking away from the potential of stability, happily ever after. This could be your soulmate partner. When this card comes in, I see this as a soulmate energy, happily ever after, the marriage card. Yeah. So this is something that you could possibly be pushing away. This is something that's in the future. The Ace can give rise to this Four of Wands, which is true love, for real. You just don't block it. Your overall outcome is Queen of Cups. Checking in with yourself, understanding your emotions, knowing what it is that you want, understanding your wounds, understanding the healing progress you've made associated with those wounds, and knowing that Spirit has your back. No matter what, Spirit has your back. You're going to get through anything and everything that life throws at you. Okay? So don't worry about that. But a real opportunity of love is coming in for you, Libra. It's fated that you're blocking it. Yep, you're blocking it. Or at least you're delaying it. So think about it. Think about why you're doing that. And think about what steps you can take to overcome the fear. You know, if you feel like you want to seek guidance with a counselor, that's always highly encouraged, you know, to go speak with an expert, to get some counseling around, you know, some of these fears and you know, core wounding. You know, that's always a great resource. Talk with a trusted friend, someone whose counsel and advice that you really respect and recognize. But yeah, you may want to talk some of this out to clear this block, because you could be inadvertently blocking your own happiness. Okay, so let me go ahead and check in with the shamanic oracle and see what the shamans have for you. So I'm going to read from the book on this one. So upper world is coming in. I feel like this is your spirit team giving you a message here. The essence, so the meaning of the card: angels, divine helpers, the ancient ones, and all varieties of luminous beings populate the upper world. It is a place where you go to retrieve your destiny and find out who you will become. Discover your great potentials and undreamt of possibilities. It's also the place where the spirits of the dead arrive when they complete their journey to the light. The upper world is calling you to step into your fully realized self. Clear distractions so that you can move into a higher destiny. Do not fall to the temptation to craft a slightly more improved version of yourself. What you perceive as a problem or an obstacle is in fact the irritation you need to take the great leap. Remember, you cannot cross the Grand Canyon in just 2 leaps. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Let me think about this. This is profound. Yeah. So I feel like this ace could be in the direction of your destiny. And we're seeing destiny here with the Wheel of Fortune, which represents fated changes of events. And I feel like this is all about, you know, a higher calling. This is about stability. This is soulmate energy, right? And you're being asked to clear distractions so that you can move into your higher destiny. I think this ace is representative of your destiny, your higher destiny. And what you perceive as a problem or an obstacle is in fact the irritation you need to take the leap. And I feel like this is the irritation and the obstacle preventing you from leaping forward, accepting this fated event, this fated offer of stability, of abundance, of spiritual growth, of love, of everything that you want in this life. Don't let fear prevent you from doing that. But this is the irritation you need to motivate you to move on, right? You're getting out of your own way, so to speak. You're finding the momentum to get out of your own way and to move forward on a path of happiness and bliss. All right. So interestingly enough, I just did a weekly healing report. It's the weekly woke message for the 1st through the 7th of February. And it was all about getting out of our own way. So Libra, I encourage you to check out that video. It may have extra messages there for you to help you deal with moving beyond the past, moving beyond things that are keeping you stuck. And this could also represent you, your own fear-based energy, fear of getting hurt again. Okay, so check it out. Let me know how it resonates and comment below. That's interesting about this upper world. Let's go ahead and check in with the Sacred Earth, the Sacred Earth Oracle. For Libra, please, for Libra. So Alliance is coming in reversed. Let me just take a moment. I feel like these two cards go hand in hand, right? So I'm feeling that this is an alliance with yourself, not with yourself personally, with your higher self, between you and the divine and your ancestors. We see an image of a Native American woman holding a drum, showing the 4 cardinal directions. This also represents the medicine wheel. This represents our healing journey, and it's time for you to get into alignment with your spirit team to continue to heal yourself and to get out of your own way, to heal the wounds of the past, because the wounds of the past are very much present, and you're carrying the wounds of the past into your future, because this card is sitting in the future position. You're running the risk, Libra, of jeopardizing true happiness because of this. Okay? So it's time for you to really get into alignment with your spirit team. And I feel like this is alliance, just knowing that you have a healing team around you to help you move past, the fears and the hurts of the past. The past is in the past. Do your best to keep it there. You don't want to bring that into your future. Okay? So masculine to his feminine would like to share, I am not available right now to connect, but I feel that we're soulmates. This is interesting. And I feel like this message is a continuation from previous videos. All right. Let me check in with feminine first before I speak. So feminine would like to share to her masculine, we're not good for each other right now, but I love you. Yes. So here's what I'm picking up. It's clear that this connection, this particular connection, is out of union. And it's clear that the masculine entity, the masculine energy, is emotionally unavailable right now. I believe the January video talked about this connection. Also check out the February love connection for Libra, because it goes into something similar here. Okay? So there's 2 videos in January. There's the January monthly, and then there's the mid-month bump. Okay? So you may want to revisit those videos, because there are similarities here, and I do get the sense that I am picking up on a continuation story for one or some of you. All right? So again, the 2 videos in January, the February love connection, and you may even want to see what was going on in December. But yeah, there's stuff going on here. It's fated. You both love one another, but it's timing, okay? It's all about timing, and I'm seeing that the masculine is the one that's not available right now, but there's definitely love here. It's soulmate connection. I really do get the sense that some of you may be dealing with an earth sign. I feel like the message for you is to have strength at this time, Libra. It's time for you to be on your own right now. Just because that's how it's supposed to happen. Continue to do you. Continue to live your life as you see fit. But in the love department, I feel like not right now. We see this Knight of Pentacles coming in, or not. It's actually reversed, so that means no forward movement towards love. There is love there. This is soulmate connection, soulmate energy. It's just not the right time. It's not the right time. So it's time for you, Libra, again, just to focus on yourself. But I feel like this is a time for you to focus on your healing, right? Focus on your healing and transmuting the past wounds and hurts into your healing journey, because that's what's going to help you evolve and grow and move past, these deep-seated core wounds, okay? All right, so what have we done with you all? We've done, okay. It's that I moved all my cards, and I was like, wait a minute, how far along are we? So let's go ahead and conclude with an angel message. That was quick. So Fiona is bringing you a message, and she's saying, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. Yeah, absolutely. I like that. I feel like you really do need angelic help right now. You need heaven's help to assist you with moving forward with your core wounding and your healing journey. I feel like you do know who your soulmate is, They know who their soulmate is with you. There is love there, but your masculine, or however this is, take it how it resonates, the masculine entity is showing up unavailable right now. But there's love and they're recognizing you as their soulmate and vice versa. This is a gift. This is a time for healing. Healing yourself, healing your heart, healing this. Because you don't want to take this into your future.